I made a video a while back saying that Jenny is a bad role model from Forrest Gump, and it got quite a lot of views, and then it got 47 views. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Yes, I've had a haircut. But there's someone that comes in second place. She's not as bad as Jenny from Forrest Gump, but she is second place. The second place worst woman in a movie is Mary Jane Watson. Think about this for a second, right? Now, let's start at two because we all know she liked him in one. But let's start in two. She's gonna get married to John Jameson's son, right? And he's an astronaut. He's come from space. He's good looking. He's got a better job than Peter Parker. He respects her more than Peter does, and their relationship was going nowhere. In the end of two, she leaves him on his wedding day to go back to Peter. Which is good because now it's like, okay, now she's gone back to her true love. She understands that he was right for the whole time. Free came out in 2007. Let that sink in for a minute. So then she's with Peter, and no joke, all Mary Jane does is blame Peter for everything. Here's why she should have got the symbiote, but I'll get to that in a minute. So she loses her job as a actress, which is weird because she's an actor. She's an actress playing an actress, so that's weird. She loses her job as a singing actress. Who does she blame? Peter. Blame Peter. After everything is done for her, he supported her. He was there for her the whole time. But no, and she even has a pissing contest between him and Peter. He brings her some flowers in, and she shows and points, oh, those are the flowers that Harry bought me. And they're bigger. Now, at the time, I thought that was a funny, good joke. I thought it was a funny joke. Her boyfriend bought her some flowers, the best friend bought her better flowers. Ha! Funny. But now I'm older, I'm like, that's just an insult to injury. So as time goes on, Peter is ready to ask MJ to marry him. So again, she's just a stuck-up sack of crap. And she comes to his apartment, and she says, "It's not about you, it's about me." And he was giving her, you gotta, stop doubting yourself. You're a good actress. You can do anything you put your mind to. You just gotta get up back on the horse. And she goes, "Don't give me the horse crap. I'm tired of that." So all the time that Peter's trying to help NJ, he gives a lot of shit for it. And I'm like, I can't do it with MJ. I could have done, them having too many characters in the movie, fair enough. But MJ being a complete bitch in this film, and I just watched it yesterday, and every time I watch it, it's always the same thing with MJ. Always about her. Even when Peter is trying his hardest not to make it about himself. So he saves Gwen Stacy from a falling building, and he kisses her. But here's the thing, it was for a stunt, and he was supposed to just take a picture of her, and the crowd, pushes him to kiss her, so he kisses her, which he does, and she gets jealous of that. Fair enough. So then now, let's go to the restaurant scene. Best scene in the house. Mwah! The icing on the cake, I love the scene. Because that's when you got Bruce Campbell at his finest. Remember, in Sam Raimi's Multiverse of Madness, that's when they brought him back in. The icing on the cake. You can do it without him. And he's the French waiter, and he's so funny. So Pierre pays for the drinks, he pays for the food, he wears this nice outfit, he waits for it to show up, and then Gwen messes him over. On purpose, mind you. So he's talking to MJ, right? And he's trying to pop the question. Gwen Stacy shows up, ruins it, and goes, no, 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 that's not gonna happen. So she thanks him for saving her life. Somehow she knows. I don't. It's never explained how she knows, but somehow she knows that he's Spider-Man. She knows somehow. He hasn't told her. She's put two and two together. She just knows that he's Spider-Man. Thank you for saving my life, and the key to see it and all that. And thank you for the good pictures. And MJ's pissed off, and instead of calmly saying to her, "Really? No ghost gonna touch you, really? Excuse me! You're giving my boy Peter Parker a hard time when you were gonna marry someone else in 2? No!" And Peter forgets that. If that had been me, I'd be like, "Excuse me, I'm paying for the food. I'm paying for the drinks. This is my Aunt May's ring I'm giving you to marry me. And you're bringing up ex-girlfriends from the past when I've had one? You were going out with Spaceman." I would have shut her down. I would have embarrassed her. But at the same time, Peter Parker's a nice guy. And he's like, well, I didn't ask for that. It just happened. Oh, and she gives Spider-Man to the kiss. And I'm like, she's not a woman. She's a small child. That is why I don't like MJ in 3. Yeah, of course, she turns herself around in the end. But think about this. What else did she do that was wrong? She went back to Harry. She went back to Harry Osborn behind Peter's back. Yeah, sure, he was having an affair with her behind her back, but you have to understand, he had the symbiote suit on, and that wasn't his problem. But Mary Jane in Spider-Man 3 is a bitch. Jenny's bad. MJ's second place. Jenny still gets that crown. And to me, that fucking bothers me. I can't I'd have to turn the camera around, but if you can just about, it's on the opposite end. There. MJ. Which is out of focus, sorry about that, but it's a bit blurry because my camera's old. MJ Watson is the worst love interest ever. I know it's been said before, but I can't stand her. Sorry, there's a little... There we go. Cannot stand MJ. 1 and 2, perfect. But at the end of 2 and 3, horse shit. Yeah, sure, they got back together in No Way Home, but think about 2007. Think about that year. 3 was the hype for Spider-Man. The hype. We got so many great villains in the movie. We got the new Green Goblin. We got Venom at the time. Sandman. No, I think there was supposed to be another one. Oh, we were supposed to get Mysterio in a deleted scene, but it's another story for another time. Here's why MJ should have got this suit. Peter was doing better than she was. Peter just, his job's going great. He's just got promoted, and he's got, he's living the high life. If we got She-Venom at the time, it would have killed it. If the twist is that she got the symbiote suit and not him, it would have made more sense. Because she's, like I said, it would have been great for her to get the suit in a what-if situation. She could have been able to... She could have been the last villain that he ever fought. And I don't think they would have killed her off. They only killed off Venom because it was Topher Grace and he wasn't a really good actor at the time. I thought it was okay. She hit rock bottom. She's got no job. She's a singer. And the girl is going out with someone else. That would have made sense for her to be Venom at the time. Or She-Venom at the time. Would have made sense. But no, it was Sunny and they were just going, it's still the same old formula. Same old thing. But at the time, when I was there, a friend of mine said, I think it would have been better if she was Venom because she's such a bitch. And as a joke, I thought, it's funny. But now I'm older, I'm thinking, shit, you're right. If anyone that should have got the symbiote suit, it should have been her. Yeah, sure, Peter has a bad day here and there, but she was having a bad day from the get-go. But that doesn't excuse her to go back with Harry. That was it. You only went back to Harry because you were upset with Peter, and Peter was the only one trying to talk to her and say, "Let's fix this relationship. It's gone downhill." And she's like, "I'm not talking to you. I'm gonna go see Harry." And Harry gives the best performance ever in this movie. The woman goes to him and asks him, "How's the pie?" And he goes, "So good." I love that meme. It's such a good meme. That it's so good meme is awesome. I love Spider-Man 3. Hate MJ.